Okay, that'll do. Hello, Jacksonites. Long time no see, as it has been. How long exactly? And yes, I got myself a haircut. Scoot up. Okay, that's better. How long has it been exactly since my last video?
March 28th.
Yep, March 28th was my last video. It's funny, at the end of that, I said that I wouldn't really do another collection vlog update for a while, but lo and behold, here we are. Yes, I'm calling this my birthday bash haul video, where I will just be showcasing all of the gifts I received for my 27th birthday. Admittedly, that is a big reason for my hiatus from the channel. I turned 27 April 16th of this year. I also had a very hectic and busy month in terms of work, and I also had a very busy and hectic week leading up to this week. As you'll notice, it's Saturday, so normally I would be at work, but I'm actually I'm on vacation right now. My first one since I think October of 2022, and it's beautiful. But I also just didn't really feel like doing a lot of videos. I was spending time with Meadow. I was enjoying my birthday. I was dealing with the hectic work schedule. So I just felt like I kind of needed a bit of a breather. But I am back. I'm refreshed, and I got some good content in the pipelines coming down the line. But I figure returning to the channel, let's start off easy and simple. And yeah, let's just showcase all the stuff that I got for my birthday. Right off the bat, this shirt right here, given to me by Meadow, who is off screen.
Hi.
Okay, there you go. She speaks. Yeah, this Ninja Turtle shirt she gave me for my birthday. This is one of the last ones you got me, right? Yeah, like I've had my eye on this for a while because I work at Walmart. Walmart always has a lot of shirts coming and going. Oh, Cinematic Trash is here. Thank you, even though my birthday was almost a month ago. But thank you anyway. I already cracked open the sponsor, sadly, because I was thirsty. And it's very squeaky. That sounds like something else. Alrighty. Take the shades off. Meadow's gonna be off screen handing me stuff just for the hell of it, because I want her to feel involved in some way. So please. Because I want to.
What am I supposed to give you first?
Surprise me.
Not that. Okay.
There's a lot. So, of course, with this being the year of the kaiju, Meadow got me the official Godzilla coloring book. I haven't started on this yet because it's hard for me to find time to color, but there's some bitchin' pages in this. Some like pages out of Godzilla comics. Like obviously you can tell this is from Rulers of Earth.
Is it light enough in here?
Mm-hmm. Especially since I have this on my face.
Oh shit.
Shit. I just pulled it out of the wall. Shut up. Me too, actually. That would be funny. Featuring never before seen illustrations fan favorite comic artwork and original pattern pages. Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, and the King of the Monsters are all waiting for your creative spin in this official coloring book. So pick up those pencils and join the unstoppable force of nature that is Godzilla. What are you waiting for? Yeah, I haven't touched this, but yeah, there's some bitchin' pages in this. Like that one, that could be a poster. That's also from Rulers of Earth. Yeah, those look cool. There's a good variety of stuff too. There's Showa Godzilla, there's Heisei Godzilla, Comic Godzilla, and some Millennium Godzilla too. Even here's Mecha Godzilla. There's even some Shin Godzilla in here. I think this is from Gangsters and Goliaths. Yep, here we go. Now it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, here's Shin Godzilla. May not like the movie, but the art looks cool. So that's one. Well, two, actually. So remember how Meadow got me Avatar The High Ground Volume 1 for Christmas? Well, she got me Volume 2 and 3. So I have the whole series. So next time I go on an Avatar binge, because this series leads right into the events of Avatar The Way of Water, we'll have to watch the movie and then read these comics and then go into Way of Water. But I haven't read them yet, but like the first volume, the artwork in both of these is spectacular. I can't wait to give this a read. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh. So last time on one of my TV show videos, I showcased season 1 of the show SWAT. Well, I binged that in less than a week. So Meta got me season 2 of SWAT. And I binged this in less than a week. This is a damn bitchin' cop show. I thoroughly enjoyed this. There's a lot of action. There's a great team character dynamic. Some great dialogue. Some great action scenes. Great explosions. It's fucking bitchin'. Although I think I'm going to be done with cop shows for a little while. But still, SWAT's a really good one. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, last year, ironically, on the 20th anniversary of this show, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection, was released for the first time in full on DVD. And I was itching to have this series, and Meadow got me this for my birthday. I'm very happy to have this. For a long time, because this is my generation of Ninja Turtles. Aside from the 90s movies, this was the show that came out when I was a kid. And I'd always been interested in seeing this, but unfortunately, it was only available on select DVDs with select episodes. Meadow knows what I'm talking about regarding that. Whenever, like when shows would come out on DVD. SpongeBob did that a lot, where they would just take random episodes and just throw them like 4 or 5 at a time on one disc and sell that. There you go. Here's SpongeBob on DVD, or Ninja Turtles, or the or the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. That show's still to this day never been released on DVD, and the only way that you can see that on disc in some way is on like 4 or 5 random episodes on, I think, 4 or 5 volumes. That's it. It's just so lame. But yeah, for the first time, this show has been fully released. I haven't watched it yet because I'm not exactly quite in a Ninja Turtles mood, or at least not this kind of mood. But I'm very excited to check this out finally. It includes all 155 episodes, as well as the TV movie Turtles Forever, which was kind of like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse before that film, where the '03 Turtles meet the 1980s Ninja Turtles, minus the original voice actors, sadly. But whatever. Schlock O'Clock. I like that name.
Ew.
Really?
I just waiting.
Ah! Sameto got me. What was it? What is the first Ultraman comics called again? Oh, no, it was The Rise of Ultraman. So she got me that for Christmas, and Meadow got me the Trials of Ultraman sequel comic for my birthday. I have not read this yet because I want to wait until I get the Trials of Ultra 7, or no, I think it's called The Mystery of Ultra 7, the third comic in this series. But I have skimmed through the artwork, and it's obviously it's pretty spectacular. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check this out.
I'm just showing them the ones I gave you first.
Okay. Ooh, so I now finally own a PS4. I used to have an Xbox One, but it finally conked out after 2.5 years. So I have a pretty decent collection of Xbox games just sitting here collecting dust. But now that I have a PS4, I can get some replacements. So I asked her for some games, relatively cheap ones, especially now that the PS5 is out.
Well, besides that one was like $50.
I see what you mean. This is one that I was really excited to get, and especially since I've been binging these movies as of late. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She got me Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga on PS4. I haven't even opened this yet, actually, but because there's 9 fucking games rolled up into one package. But
I think that was like $20.
yeah, this was relatively inexpensive, and I'm still very excited to check this out. I used to be a huge fan of Lego Star Wars when I was a kid. The prequel trilogy and the original trilogy were my shit. I've never played any of the sequel trilogy Lego games. I don't really know how well The Last Jedi translates to a Lego game, but whatever. Still very excited to check this out. I like me some Lego Star Wars. Ooh. Meadow also got me the first volume of Godzilla Rivals. I think he fights Ghidorah, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Batra in this volume. I think they either just released a third one or they're working on, like, the third one just came out a few months ago, or we're about to get the fourth volume of Godzilla Rivals. I'm not sure. I know in the second one, I'm pretty sure he fights Jet Jaguar and Megalon, probably to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Godzilla versus Megalon. But I haven't read this yet. The artwork is fabulous. But, see, here you go. Just a little insert. Bitchin'. Yeah, this series looks pretty cool. I've heard good things about it from a lot of Godzilla fans. Ah, wasn't this one pretty inexpensive?
That one was like 32, maybe.
Well, I made the mistake of buying big games digitally on my Xbox. So I used to have all of these, but now no longer because I don't remember what the password for my Xbox account is. But so I got these games physically. I got the Batman Arkham Collection. This includes Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. It does not include Batman Arkham Origins, but that's okay. I don't really give a shit about Batman Arkham Origins. As mentioned, I played all of these when Kevin Conroy died as my tribute to him back in late 2022. And this does include the Return to Arkham remasters of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I haven't opened this yet either. I'm not really in a Batman mood, but I saw this and I was like, I gotta get this. I like these games and I'd like to actually own them properly. So yeah, this was a nice addition. Ah, this was the one gift that Meadow got me where she kind of gave herself away on. When Meadow was gonna get me the Godzilla coloring book, it was right next to this comic here, and I said to her, "Oh, hey, look, this just got released because this comic here came out, I think, a couple days before my birthday." And when I told her about it, she said, "Oh, don't get that." And then I instantly knew. Oh, you got me this, didn't you? Meadow got me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. And this includes the fifth female Ninja Turtle that has yet to make a debut appearance in either a show or a movie, which is a shame because I'd like to see her. But I haven't read this yet either. But the artwork is fantastic, especially with the way the turtles are designed. To me, this is kind of in continuity with the 2003 show, with how the turtles look, especially with them just having plain white eyes, just like in the show. Yeah, this is in 2003 continuity. Fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, this looks really good. I would like to see TMNT versus Mortal Kombat, but the Turtles would probably get their asses kicked because Mortal Kombat characters tend to be juggernauts. Is this the last comic?
Yeah.
Last comic that she got me. Here we have Wolverine, Old Man Logan. Of course, this was the basis for.
What time is that supposed to be here?
Yeah, this was the basis for Logan. And I've read snippets of this and I've checked out a couple reviews of this comic, and this looks pretty fucking badass. It's very violent and very visceral and fucked up. Hell, there's a scene in here where Wolverine kills the Red Skull wearing Captain America's costume by decapitating him with Captain America's own shield, and then he flies away in a suit of Iron Man armor. As much as I love Logan, who wouldn't want to see that in a movie? Come on now. Yeah, this looks really solid. I though did not know that this was because I thought that this was like a self-contained standalone series, like that this was just it. But this is actually like its own full-on series. I think there's 8 volumes of this series, so I got to get my hands on the rest of those. But this does look very, very promising. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, you're going to see a live unboxing.
Oh my god.
Where's the knife?
Wait till after.
No. Here we go. With it being Mother's Day tomorrow, 2 of the 4 presents that I got for Meadow just arrived. And we're going to see what they are live on camera so she can squeal and shit herself live.
I already farted.
Well, in that order, squeal and shit yourself. First things first. Close your eyes. Recently, she's become a very big fan. Ta-da! I told you it was Toonie Terror.
And it comes with her little fucking dog. Yes. Hell yeah, I love that.
Recently, she's become a big fan of the Toonie Terrors figures. She has Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, another Elvira, Sam from Trick or Treat, and Ghostface from Scream. And now she has 7. Another Elvira.
Hell no. I had like 4 Elviras.
Yep. She also has 2 Elvira Pop Funkos provided by me. Okay, close your eyes again.
You liar. You said, oh, it's not a Toonie Terror, actually. You lie.
For the greater good.
Okay.
Close them eyes.
That's cool.
Close them fingers. I have no idea why she likes these. Okay, here you go.
Oh my god, that's
Sriracha,
so
as I use to throw her off the
He's a
scent.
Wawa. That's a soy sauce Wawa. Oh my god, he's so cute. I love it. And he's got it extra salty. This is saucy.
Not a big fan of soy sauce.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Thank you.
This Chinese food that I eat is already salty enough. I don't need to
I don't
add
eat
more
soy
to it.
sauce either, but this is fucking adorable.
I spoil
like,
her.
I like anything that has Mr. Wawa on it. I'll never be upset about any Wawas. My god, it's so cute. Now I definitely need the sriracha one to go with the soy sauce Wawa. Should have showed them my Mothman Wawa. That one's fucking good.
All right, next.
Oh my God,
Please.
so
Happy Mother's Day, honey.
cute.
She has 2 more on the way.
This is the last present for me besides the one that you're showing at the end.
Just gave it away.
They don't know what it is.
And the last, it was supposed to be a surprise.
I know, but it still is. They don't know.
Yeah, the last present that Meadow got me is the remake of Resident Evil 4. I have Resident Evil 2, the 2019 remake, on Xbox, but I haven't gotten around to playing that. But I saw that this was on sale for $40, and I knew I just had to get it. This was probably the last. Yeah, it is. It's probably the last Resident Evil game that's going to be put out on PS4 before the possible Resident Evil 5 remake comes out, and that'll surely be out on PS5 only. Assholes. But Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite installments, and I was hearing really good things about the remake, so I just decided, fuck it, why not? So growing up, I was a big fan of a lot of what channel was okay. I used to watch a lot of Nickelodeon shows, and this doesn't really have anything to do with the new buzz that's surrounding Quiet on Set. Is that what it's called? The new Quiet on Set documentary surrounding all the fucked up shit that happened to a lot of kid actors for a lot of those Nickelodeon shows like Drake and Josh and iCarly. But I have been wanting to get this book ever since it came out. I threw away the slip cover. I think that's what it's called. But it's don't know if you can read it. I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, who was Sam in iCarly, which was probably my favorite Nickelodeon show when I was growing up. Drake and Josh I liked a lot too, but I think it got canceled and it was only shown on very inconvenient times, and it's never been fully released on DVD. Well, neither is iCarly. Assholes. Stop shitting. I haven't read very much of this, but I read the first 2 chapters with Meadow, and I can already tell. I already know of some of the stuff that Jeanette went through with her mom growing up, but I can already tell that there's going to be some fucked up shit that is detailed in this book that I am excited to learn about, but I'm also not excited to feel sorry for a little girl. All right, next.
You know, the part that you read to me already is so sad. Jeez.
Talk about trauma bonding. Alrighty. I was recently introduced to well, not really introduced, but made aware of a show that sounded really cool that I wanted to get my hands on from 2 of my coworkers actually. So I have the complete series of Warehouse 13. Apparently, this was a pretty popular show when it was on the air. Within the walls of Warehouse 13 live the strangest and most dangerous artifacts quietly filed away from history. Within Warehouse 13, the complete series, live the 63 adventures that defined endless wonder for Pete Latimer, Micah Baring, Claudia Donovan, Steve Jinks, and Arnie Nielsen. It was these artifact pings that catapulted the team into nonstop missions filled with harmful historical heirlooms, vindictive villains, and extraordinary exploits, all while keeping the audiences on the edge of their seats and captivated by the series' unique blend of comedy, drama, and science fiction. Apparently, the format and style of this show is very similar to the Friday the 13th TV series. So that has me intrigued. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check this out. It sounds really cool. Sadly, this show did get canceled on a cliffhanger because Sci-Fi loves to do that to their shows, which is frustrating as hell. But still, I'm sure it's good. Next.
I guess I'll go on the Nickelodeon train.
Yeah. Danny Phantom, the complete series. I watched the first 5 episodes of this just to get a feel for the show. I like it. I've actually never seen before today a single episode of Danny Phantom. When this show was on the air, every time I tried to check it out, either I would be interrupted or I would have the TV wrenched out of my hands by my mom or my dad and stepmom. So I just never got around to seeing this. Like shows like this or Ben 10 or Star Wars The Clone Wars, anything that I was really interested in checking out, I would always be cock blocked like crazy. So now that I have this show, as it's been released for the first time on DVD, oh, I guess this has been around for a while. Never mind. But still, first time to my attention. Yeah, now I can finally check this show out. It's pretty entertaining. The opening theme is bitchin'.
There's like a little piece of plastic. Okay, so
Just so you can have an unobstructed view of her tits. Yeah.
wait, what is this? You're so gross.
How does that make me gross? Oh, I see. Never mind. I thought you were talking about that.
No. Talk about the boobies thing. They're so good.
Since I got Kamen Rider Black on Blu-ray last year, I think it was only fitting that this year I would get Kamen Rider Black RX on Blu-ray, released late last year, like late last year, and it finally dropped down to an acceptable price, to which I was just like, okay, fuck it. Especially since Space Sheriff Gavon just went out of print, I better get my hands on this. So this is one of my favorite Kamen Rider shows and one of my favorite Tokusatsu shows of all time. So I'm pretty excited to get back into this. Black, sorta, but Black RX, definitely. Only because Black is extremely formulaic.
Are these all different things?
They're all seasons of the same show.
Okay. There's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, do that. Oh, God.
Then, so I went on a pretty big zombie kick within the last couple of months. And I finally decided to say, fuck it, and bite the bullet and get my hands on this because outside The Walking Dead and iZombie, this is really the only option for zombie TV shows out there. I got the first 3 seasons of Z Nation, Asylum's answer to The Walking Dead, essentially. But I have heard that this is a pretty entertaining show once you get past the fact that it's an Asylum product. I did own the first season for a short period of time back in 2018, I believe, but I ended up giving that away. But fuck it. And also, like iZombie, these are the only seasons of the show that are available on DVD for some fucking reason. Seasons 4 and 5 are still stuck in copyright limbo, just like fucking iZombie, which is insanely irritating. But whatever. Yeah, I have heard this is a decent show. Although, like Warehouse 13, Z Nation did get canceled on the 5th season on a cliffhanger, because of course, assholes. But whatever.
I'll give you this one because you didn't like it that much.
My
I thought it was really cute. But...
second film that I've seen from 2024, Lisa Frankenstein, directed by Robin Williams' daughter, Zelda Williams. And sorry, my nose is just itching like crazy. Yeah, I didn't really care for this one all that much. This is to me another Cocaine Bear example where it has a interesting and novel concept and it has some shiny bells and whistles to make it look intriguing, but it's just it falls short in many areas. I didn't like the ending very much. It feels very restrained. There's not very much gore. There's not very much violence. Um, it's not that funny, at least at first. Like it has a decent first act, but it just kind of loses a lot of steam and just kind of falls flat by the ending, which is a shame. So, yeah, I wanted to like this more, but sadly for me, it just fell quite short. Which is why afterwards I needed to watch a proper Frankenstein film as a palate cleanser. Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, which Meadow did like too. But yeah, Meadow liked this more than I did. I do like that this kind of has a bit of a Stranger Things vibe.
That's the thing I liked about it the most, is I the aesthetic of it.
But at the same time, it kind of just made me want to watch Stranger Things instead of this.
And it has the dad from Stranger Things in it.
Oh, yep, there's another thing too. Has the dad from Stranger Things, which again really made me want to watch Stranger Things afterwards.
You know, that book is fucking disgusting. The part about the guy dressed as the cat or whatever. Ugh.
Isn't that a nice tie-in? So here we have Zombie Fallout, Volume 1. I listened to this series. I listened to the first 3 books in this series on Audible when I first started working at Walmart.
That one too.
This is the first one.
So you
Yeah.
already read it technically.
Yeah, but because Audible is a glitchy piece of shit nowadays, I decided to say fuck it and get my hands on this series. Also, I'm tired of being stuck on the 3rd book. So, and audiobooks are woefully overpriced. So I just said fuck it. These books, like physically, are like 1/3 of the price of the audiobooks. So fuck it, why not? I also got these because I'm kind of toying around with the idea of reading these on camera for you guys. No, this one included.
Ew.
This is a fantastic zombie apocalypse series. This is probably my favorite of the first 3 that I've read. The second one's really good though too. Continuing along with my zombie kick, Meadow actually watched this with me because I told her it was goofy and stupid, like the movie Snatchers from 2019. A little bit zombie, a stupid zomcom with brain-eating zombies. It was okay. Not quite as much as Lisa Frankenstein. It has a decent concept, but it lacks an ending. Like it straight up just does not have an ending at all, in my opinion. But it's funny. It's got some decent effects and some bitchin' music. So if you can track this down, it's pretty inexpensive. But I've heard it, or not heard, but I'd recommend it. It's not bad, minus the fact that it really doesn't have an ending. I think this is the last game. Yeah, it is. Also continuing with zombies, I have the complete Telltale Definitive Series of The Walking Dead on PS4. I started the first season of this. I got maybe about an hour into it. But I'm very familiar with the second season of this series. Fairly familiar with the third, but I don't really know much about season 1 or especially 4. But I'm very excited to check this out. There's some really fucked up emotional shit that happens in this series. So I'm looking forward to this. Next is a surprise 2023 movie that I didn't know about. God damn it, my nose. R.L. Stein's Zombie Town with fucking Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. The fuck? I hate Chevy Chase. So hopefully he's only in 1 or 2 scenes. But I heard this movie was decent. I had no idea it was based on an R.L. Stein book. Didn't know R.L. Stein did a Zombie Town book. I haven't read it. I haven't read a lot of R.L. Stein stuff as of late. But this looks entertaining enough. It's got a decent concept. We're just about done here. Next up, I got this for myself. The complete Penny Dreadful series. I have heard very good things about this show, even though apparently it got canceled on a cliff, or maybe not a cliffhanger, but apparently like there was a lot of people that were hoping that they would do more with this, but a lot of the producers said, "Nah, we finished the story we wanted to tell with its 3rd season." In which, yeah, there's only 3 seasons. And I think there's like 36 episodes of this show, I believe. But yeah, I've heard very good things about this. So I have to give this a watch pretty soon. Going back to zombies, here we have another zomcom called Zombies. Zombies, you know them, you love them, but what do they think of you? In this hilarious twist on the classic zombie tale, we see the world through zombie eyes when a barrel full of toxic goo transforms 4 friends into the Walking Dead, and suddenly it seems everyone else has gone mad. In the most unique zombie story in years, the zombies embark on a bumbling quest to find the truth, completely unaware of their rotting undeadness. After all, zombies are people too. So it sounds goofy and stupid, but that's kind of what you need to do with the Zomcom. Am I wrong? Yeah, sounds intriguing.
There's nothing in them. Oh, I'm just looking.
I mean, there better be. I actually like this movie. Oh shit! Did I just break it? No, I did not. Never mind. So now I am the proud owner of the one and only Italian horror film that I actually like, and that is Lucio Fulci's Zombie, a new 4K quote unquote, even though it's DVD, restoration, the 1979 Italian zombie flick that can and cannot work as a prequel to Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, pretty excited to give this. Well, I haven't seen this in full in almost 10 years. So I'm pretty excited to give this another watch, especially with the music. Who did the music for this? Oh yeah, Fabio Frizzi. Yeah, he's like the kind of the John Williams or Jerry Goldsmith of Italian film composers. Next. Next, I got this for myself. Is the complete again 3 seasons of Into the Badlands. All 3 seasons, the complete series on DVD. This was another show, kind of like Penny Dreadful, that got axed after only 3 seasons, and there was a lot of people that were pretty pissed off about it being canceled, but they just decided not to do anymore. Yeah, I've heard good things about this. I've seen a few of the fight scenes, and it's pretty promising. There's some good choreography in this show. Um, and again, it's not very long. I think this one's 27 episodes long, so not a very long series. Um, but yeah, heard good things. This I for sure will be reading on camera sometime in the future. I have no idea what is wrong with my nose. It has not stopped itching this entire time. Sorry, guys. Huh? Oh yeah, that was another reason why I haven't been doing videos as of late. Is that it finally happened? Me, Meadow, and Roman caught colds. Fuck. As a little side note, but I've been wanting to get this for a long time, and I've been wanting to listen to it for a long time as well. And I did a little bit of it, but then it got taken down in the snap of a finger. I finally have The Living Dead, written by George Romero and Daniel Kraus. George Romero was writing this book in the last few years of his life, but he never finished it before his death. So the Romero estate hired Daniel Kraus to take the existing manuscript plus notes that George Romero left behind and finish the book and released it in 2020. This is a thick fucking bitch. You could brain a zombie with this thing. Um, I'm very excited to give this a read. Apparently, it's got some really messed up shit that happens in it, in true George Romero fashion. Yet another thing that you could brain a zombie with is the Mammoth Book of Zombie Comics. I read the first one, which I think was written by Steve Niles. Yep, it was. It's called Making Amends, written by Steve Niles. and it's short, but it's pretty good. It's got a messed up ending. Sadly, it's in black and white, which not a big fan of, but still, I'm pretty excited to give this a read. It's just a bunch of authors that have written one or more zombie comics that's collected in one big giant issue. This big giant series of the Mammoth Book of Something comics. Mammoth Book of 20th Century Science Fiction, Best British Mysteries, Best Horror Comics, Best New Science Fiction, Best New Manga, Best War Comics, Book of Bikers, Boys Own Stuff, Brain Workouts, stuff like that. Anything and everything. What you laughing at over here?
Look at this remake of Twilight.
Taint Light?
It's on Tubi.
No.
And there's this one too, Breaking Wind.
I'll watch that.
Ew.
Ew.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah. Let's see. This one.
Last movie of the haul is
Ew.
The Baytown Outlaws with Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives and Clayne Crawford from Lethal Weapon, the TV show. It was entertaining. I watched this purely on a whim because I saw the trailer for it in one of the previews for A Little Bit Zombie, and I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. It was like $8 on Amazon, so I just said, fuck it. I still have some birthday money on the way. So I watched it. Me and Meadow watched it the night that I got it, and it's good. But I kind of feel like the trailer shows all the best scenes. And the best scene of the movie is in the first half an hour. But it was still entertaining. It was funny. Had some good jokes and some okay action. The last comic that I got for myself, Escape of the Living Dead. I finally got my hands on this. This is the standalone sequel comic to the original Night of the Living Dead, co-written by John Russo, who also co-wrote the original Night of the Living Dead. And this is in continuity with that other Night of the Living Dead comic that I showed that I thought was terrible. This, however, was a big, big, big improvement. I didn't much care for the ending, as it kind of has in George Romero fashion, a very unsatisfying, abrupt ending. But this was pretty damn solid. There's some good gore, there's some good action, some decent characters, and tits and ass galore. Yeah, if you can get your hands on this, this is a really solid comic. It is longer than the Night of the Living Dead comic, but it's not too long of a read.
That one, yeah, there's a lot of boobies.
And finally, the last book and the last item, speaking of John Russo, I have the original Return of the Living Dead novel written by John Russo, published in 1979. This is not based on the 1985 movie. This was the original novel that serves as its own standalone sequel to the original Night of the Living Dead. This was what Tobe Hooper would have adapted into a film had that project actually followed through. Sadly, it did not, because that would have been cool. But I would have hella expected this book to be very hard to find and very expensive. But no, if you're willing to deal with the fact that it's not the original print, it's a trade paperback that's obviously larger, quote unquote. But this was $10. Fuck it. I do plan on reading this on camera as well. It's not very long. I think it's. Hang on. It's 159 pages long. So, yeah. The dead have risen again, and now the horror is worse than ever before. A bus turns over in a quiet American town, and soon the entire country is filled with the terror of the undead and their insatiable lust for human flesh. No one is safe from these inhuman creatures, and it seems like all will die or become one of them in the nightmare of blood and horror that is the return of the living dead. I'm very excited to read this. So that'll about do it. Quite a successful birthday haul for turning 27. There actually is one more gift that I got, and I'm going to use this as a segue, as a tease. After 3 years of itching very badly to own this shirt, Meadow finally graciously gifted me this, using it as a tease for my next video. And I've been wanting this ever since Godzilla vs. Kong came out. But yeah, I finally do have this. Post your comments down below and let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends. When will this next video come out? We shall see. And I will see you guys in the next video.